Hello, everybody. I am Paul Forsyth from Paul's Transport and More. You're probably wondering what I'm doing down here in a horribly messy room with a bunch of different things around. Well, anyways, this is part of my new music recording studio of sorts. Um, and it has a lot of stuff in it. We will be doing a full studio tour shortly because this is where I do all my voiceovers, where I do all of my music and stuff. So we'll do a tour of that soon. But why I'm here today is to tell you what we are going to do. So basically, a few months ago, I tried to ride every single Everett Transit bus in one day, and it did not quite go as was expected. There were some bumps, a few late buses, and as a result of that, I was not able to ride all the buses that I wanted to in one day. So I'm going to attempt to ride the other two buses that I didn't get to ride then, so we can finally complete it. It's only going to be about 2.5 hours versus the almost 8 that I did for the other bus adventure. And this time I'm going to be picked up and drop off at the places where the bus route starts, so you don't have to take any more connecting buses. So I think that's about it. We will see you when we get to the park and ride. Hopefully I'll be able to do it this time. It would be kind of embarrassing if I had to try 3 separate times, but it should work. We are going to be able to go to the Painfield Airport as well as going out to the Mukilteo Ferry, although unfortunately we won't really be able to stay very long there, but we're going to be able to see that. So without further ado, let's get started. So here we are at Everett Station, and yeah, we are just about to hop on the bus to Painfield. We're not going to be riding it in its entirety, simply because it drops us off at a not super nice part of town. But yeah, we are going to ride that, and when we come back from doing that, we will come on and ride the other bus to the Mukilteo Ferry. Thank you. Alright, so yeah, here we are at the Painfield Airport Terminal. I have to say, this is a huge upgrade from SeaTac. This is so much nicer than just the regular Seattle Airport. They got a ton of interesting features and stuff, so we'll be here for about another 10 minutes or so. Fortunately, we can't see any planes because they're not taking off, but we will. Alright, so sorry about it being really windy. Earlier, that's the main reason I went inside the airport. It was just blasting wind every which way. Like some of the windsocks were just standing straight on end. I'm just going to go and see if we can get a better look at better look at some of these planes, because you can't, like in the airport terminal itself, very small, so like the departure place with the one baggage claim area was completely empty. Yeah, and then besides that, the arrivals area was just like a check-in desk, bag drop-off. And then, yeah, as soon as you do that, you hit the security checkpoint, which, just a second here. Yeah, and then as soon as you get through that, you hit the security checkpoint, which, since I didn't buy a plane ticket, I'm not taking off, I'm not going anywhere, I am unfortunately not able to go to. So, not a whole lot, because, I mean, most of the fun in airports, right? It's always, once you get through security, you're out by the runway, by the planes. So, then we hit the valet lot, so this is probably about as close to some planes as we're gonna get. Just in terms of plane recommendations, the Future of Flight Museum at Boeing, great place to see some planes. But yeah, I think this is about as far as we're gonna get today. I'm gonna head back to the bus now because it leaves in just a couple minutes. Yeah, this wind, so it's only about 50 degrees right now, and cloud cover, so there's no sun, and then there's a lot of wind as well. So this was a sculpture I found interesting. Okay, so now that we have returned to our absolute Arctic blast, if you will, let's just talk about our game plan a little bit. So from here, I am going to take another bus down to the Mukilteo. Well, actually, I'm going to take this same bus back to Everett Station, and then take a different bus out to the Mukilteo ferry. Unfortunately, we can't ride it. I'm not going to be able to spend very long because we're just going to go out and come right back. Yeah, and then after that, that's going to be the day. And hopefully, if all goes to plan, and I don't see why much wouldn't, if we can do that, we will have ridden every single Everett Transit bus. Not in one day, but I think it's still pretty impressive. So just a couple minutes until this bus comes, and then we will be on our way. Okay, so unfortunately with some of these Everett Transit routes, the only thing you can do is you can take them out to one place and go back to another thing. So I am basically going to do everything I just did in reverse until I get back to Everett Station. So we are on our way to the Mukilteo ferry. It's been a bit of a ride, but we are going to get there. We only have a few minutes left to get this bus, but we're going to head over to Mukilteo, and then we'll come back, and then our transit adventure will finally be complete. So that's the bus. Doesn't look like anyone's in the bus, so doesn't look like anyone's in there right now, so I guess we'll just wait for a bit. And ladies and gentlemen, we are now down to our final Everett Transit route. I'm going to take this bus out to Mukilteo, then I'm going to take it back, and then our adventure will be complete. Then we came into Mukilteo and made our way towards the ferry.
Down your station.
On the same bus to get back to Everett Station. Once I got there, my entire series would be complete. And ladies and gentlemen, it is finally complete. This is the end of our transit adventure. Thanks for coming along for the ride. Now, before I go, I have a challenge for all of you. This is Everett Transit. It's one city, only a few buses. But if we can hit 100 subscribers by the end of the year, I will attempt to ride every single community transit bus. Now, that's for the whole county, a lot more of them. So if we can hit 100 subscribers by the end of the year, I will attempt that. Well, it's been a great ride. Glad to have you along. I don't know if there's that much more to say. I mean, feels great to have them done. I guess. I am Paul Forsyth from Paul's Transport and More. Thanks for coming along. See ya.